one game that is my most disappointing game of 2022, and you would have swear it would be Callisto Protocol. But sadly, and I can't believe I'm going to say this was the most disappointing game, I have to give it to Bayonetta 3. Now, I want to basically give some disclaimers. I don't think disappointing means that a game is horrible. I don't think it's bad. On contrary, there are some things I really enjoy about Bayonetta 3, such as the combat. I think the combat is really robust and really fun. Once you get in the groove of the combat, it's really dope. I love Viola with a caveat. There's a huge caveat to that sentence, but I really enjoy Viola as a newcomer. And I really like John's little mini games. Those were cute and fun. However, playing this game kind of reminds me of how far Platinum has fallen as a company for me. Like, Platinum used to be my third or second favorite video game company next to Capcom and Naughty Dog. So to see them fumble this hard with the cancellation of Babylon Fall, making poor decisions after poor decisions, and just not making games on the level of the first Bayonetta, Metal Gear Revengeance, Vanquish, Wonderful 101. These games, Nier Automata, these games are like, to me, peak Platinum, and I just feel like Bayonetta 3 does not live up to Platinum at all. And I just feel like a lot of that has to do with them, and everyone said it, but I'll regurgitate what everyone said. It felt like when they made Bayonetta 3, they just said, well, we just played Devil May Cry 5, let's copy Devil May Cry 5, but not actually read what the fuck Devil May Cry 5 essay was, and just came up with their own dumb shit. And it's just a clusterfuck of just nonsense. Like, this game just has nonsense after nonsense. I think my biggest criticism is, one, I fucking hate... This game reminds me of everything I hate about the Switch. I think, performance-wise, this game runs like shit, and also it looks like shit. Like, there is nothing unique or beautiful about the art style. Some of the charm of Bayonetta art and whatnot just looks awful. Enemy designs look awful, like generic Warframe looking motherfuckers. It's just like ridiculous in terms of designs. The only positive I'll give on terms of like the look of Bayonetta is the character designs themselves. Like, I think John looks good. I think Viola looks fucking rad. Bayonetta has my favorite design. This interpretation of Bayonetta's design is like up my alley. But other than that, I just could not get on board with this, with the way how the game looks. It's everything I hate about the Switch. I think the Demon Slayer mechanics, while is good, I think it forces you to engage with it, and I'm a big stickler with hack and slash games and encouraging, like, forcing the player to commit to a particular style of game. I hate when the combat system allows you to do that. I mean, forces you into a particular style. If you don't want to engage with the Demon Slayer mechanic, you shouldn't have to. And there's a few enemies that require you to engage with that shit. I will say it did get better once you unlock a particular ability, but you only unlock that particular ability near the end of the game, unless you're playing Viola, which allows her to throw out her demon summon and the demon summon controls on its own, and that was kind of cool. Speaking of Viola, I did say I did enjoy Viola. Viola is cool, but oh my goodness, she is like half-assed. She's a half-baked character. Yes, I do know they had a recent balance patch for her to increase a lot of some dumb shit that was about her. But I think that goes to show you how far Platinum has fallen. Just the simple fact that they had to release a fucking patch to fix a character is beyond... It's bonkers. It's fucking bonkers to me. And Viola, I just as a character, I would like to see her come back in another game. And while I thought she reminded me a lot of Travis the Touchdown, which is that Travis is kind of like the butt of every joke, and I kind of like that about her. There's no character arc with her. There's no real growth of this character. So I'm just like, bro, after a while, I was just kind of like, what's the point of this character, to be honest? I also didn't like that your weapons, like, now you can't have different weapons on your hands, on your leg. Like, I always thought that was kind of like the most unique and cool aspect about Bayonetta's character, is that she's gonna put either a sword on her fucking leg, or she's gonna put a fucking chainsaw in her hand, and she's just gonna do combos, and you can make your own custom combos. To me, that was like player expression, to see like everyone have their own different combinations of weapons. Now it just seems like they just went with like, oh well, let's make her standard weapons like typical like Devil May Cry s weapons. And granted, I do think it looks cool when she used the demon forms of them, and she has her own design for each one of the weapons, which is dope. However, I just was kind of like, I don't know, I was just kind of like sitting there and I was like, really? I feel like now this feels like a generic Devil May Cry. That kind of depressed me a little bit when I first saw it. And I think most importantly, and I just gotta be blunt, I think this is the worst Bayonetta story. And in fact, I think this is the most insulting Bayonetta story I've ever heard. Now, I know Bayonetta's story has never been perfect. It's never been like this Oscar-worthy shit. But there's just some decisions they've made in the story that is just fucking horrible. And I just think even just the premise of multiverse is ridiculous. Like, wasted opportunities on multiverse ideas, wasted opportunities on a character study of Bayonetta through the multiverse. I don't think this game says anything interesting about Bayonetta. In fact, I think this game kind of, after playing both Bayonetta 1 and 2 in preparation for Bayonetta 3, I think it tones down Bayonetta a lot. Like, Bayonetta is nowhere as charming or as endearing as she has in the previous game. She doesn't have her witty humor like she has in this. It's very subdued, and I don't know if it's because Jennifer Hale is the new voice actress, which, by the way, I thought she did an amazing job. But I just thought that they toned her down a lot, which is weird. It was so weird. It was weird. And then, not to mention, and I think everyone in the community has talked about it, the final fucking act of this game, it's just fucking horrendously bad. Like, the whole spoilers, the whole love shit with fucking Bayonetta and Luca is stupid. It's fucking stupid. And it's not even a thing of like, oh well, like, oh, Bayonetta is not gay. And like, no, I don't give a fuck, even though I understand like the LGBTQ always related Bayonetta for that. But it was no build up to that relationship. I never felt like they had chemistry, so it made no fucking sense why they were together. And overall, I just thought this was a dumb fucking game. I was just baffled on that decision. I was like, what? I actually would have preferred it if Dawn, or Enzo, not Enzo, but like Rodon would have gotten with Bayonetta. At least he can actually keep up with her. So I just was like confused the whole time. I think Viola's a waste of fucking potential. They try to make her like the Nero of the franchise, and she just doesn't earn her place at all. I was just blown away at how much silly mistakes were made in this game. And again, it just goes to show Platinum's lost their touch. And then it's like, oh, we're trying to sequel bait, and now there's Bayonetta Origins. It's like, bro, like, and then like halfway through the game, it's like the game doesn't know when to end. It has like 3 big final climactic moments, and it's like, bro. Overall, Bayonetta 3 could have been this amazing comeback for Platinum. This should have been a knockout of the park, and in a lot of ways, it probably is a big comeback for them because they did win Best Action Game of 2022. But I just look at it and just like, man, like this is platinum now. This is platinum now, and it's kind of depressing. And I don't know. I just, for me, I'm just like, yeah, I'm kind of out of this. I feel like how I felt about Capcom, the Dark Ages of Capcom. Like, I don't want no part of this shit no more. Like, I don't even want to play Bayonetta Origins. I'm just done. I'm just done. I just want to go play some. I just want my Devil May Cry 6 or something else. Like, this ain't it, guys. But that's just me.